Okay, hi everyone, this is Andrea from Buttercup Beads. To continue with the beginner series, we're going to do square stitch now. Square stitch is a really pretty stitch. This looks like loom weaving. It lines up like it would be done on a loom, but it's not. It's all done off loom. Here's an example of what I did with using this particular stitch, square stitch. I used a combination of rounds and cubes, so it adapts to all kinds of beads, and then we did some side embellishing and stuff. But it very much mimics the traditional loom weaving, which this is off loom. Okay, so let's begin. So I use fire line. Everybody by now probably knows I use an 8-pound fire line. I'm going to use dark thread and some bright color beads today so that we can see better. They're also a larger bead, a size 6/0 bead. That we'll need. I'm using a size 10 beading needle. Use whatever size works for you. We need to start with a stop bead, so let's have a different color bead here. I'm just going to do a stop or tension bead. Pull your bead down to your tail, go back up through your bead. Remember, it's a temporary bead, it slides off, it's meant to be removed, and all this does is to keep our beads in place while we're working so it doesn't drop off the tail. This is the sample. I'm going to just shorten it up a little bit just to go a little quicker. So we're going to just load on a string of beads. That's 8. I just want to see. We'll do 10. So I'm just starting with 10 beads. You can make this as wide as you want. This would be something that if you didn't want to make, say, a bracelet, you could easily make a little, say, a square 4x4 inch or something. You can make this as wide as you want, and you can shadow box it, do a frame. A lot of the loom pictures will work with this and have fun just mixing up colors. All right, getting back to this. So we just did a straight line. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 beads on. It doesn't matter. What matters is showing you the technique today. And then I'm going to pick up a single bead, go back into, I'm holding them all down to my stop bead. Working away from the stop bead, I'm going to just go back down. This is a real simple stitch. It's fun to do. And then you want to stack your beads so that their holes are side to side. Okay? It's going to create a little space here. You might have to always adjust your tension. But now I have to get back to my work, so I want to circle around and go back through my new bead. Now I'm going to pick up a bead, go to the next bead in line, just that bead, pull it down, stack it in place. Now we have 2. The thread always lays in the crevice between the beads. Go back down the new bead. So we tighten it in. Pick up a bead. Pick up the next bead. You have to wrestle the beads in place, stack them side to side, and then sew down the new bead again. And direct that cord into the space between the beads. The first row, like peyote, can be a little, loose, but that'll tighten up. Pick up a bead, go into the next bead. You're just going to continue this action all the way to the end. I'm going to move a little quicker now. Cross over, come down the new bead. Stack them together. The 6/0 beads too are looser. If I was working in an 8 or an 11, this actually wouldn't be so loose. but I thought to videotape it, it looked a little easier to see if we use a bigger bead. So now you can start to see them lining up. Pick up a bead, go into your very next bead on the bottom row, stack it in place, cross it over, go down. You're always working now, heading toward your stop bead side of the work. And thanks to my daughter Carly, she's doing the filming today. Thanks, Car. And now we're down to one more. We're of course going to ignore the stop bead. That's temporary, that's coming off at the end. Cross over my thread, make sure it goes into that. So now we have the first 2 rows. Get that part. And we're going to start the 3rd row. You can sew whatever's comfortable to you if you want to work this way, but I tend to always work down. So I'm flipping my work over and I'm going to pick up the bead. Go back into the first one. We want to stack it, remember. I want to stack end to end. And really this is like we're doing little ladder stitches all the way down. Check out all my other beginning videos. They're all your basic stitches, and believe me, they all build. There's plenty of projects that use combinations of techniques, so you should get your basics down before trying any of the intermediate or, of course, advanced projects. And try playing around with beads. I mean, it's amazing when you take a simple stitch and just change out the size or a shape of a bead, you get a whole new look with it. And sometimes it looks completely new. So now we're on row 3, pick up a bead, go back to row 2, stack them, put your thread down in the crevice, and pull tight. When you're sewing jewelry, make sure your tension is always consistent. You want nice tight work. My daughter Carly works very tight. We tease her, we says we're not making it waterproof. I don't know how she does it. But nice tight work. It's just hard to get it any tighter than this because of the size. The holes are big, so right, and that really is all there is to this. It's a great stitch. It mimics the traditional loom weaving. So if you see patterns that are done on the loom, you can take it and actually adapt it just using it, doing it this way. Make sure the twists, get them. You have to get them always lined up. So all the holes are stacked. They're just like stacking right on end, and they are all connected. We'll finish this row and that will be it. I hope you guys have checked out the new forum. The new website is great. There's a community forum for teachers and students alike to be there and interact and show off your work. We love to see your work, so make sure you post plenty of pictures. And everybody likes to get inspiration off of everybody else too. So there you go. How easy is that? And again, here's an example. This is a kind of a Renaissance-y type look. It's very supple and soft too. This is really nice. So try yourself with square stitch. And check out all the other videos. Got lots of great videos on here. Thank you.